Eric here, Team Eccentric, and I'm bringing you guys my Danger Thunder GUARDRAGON deck profile as of April 2019. This is pre-ban list, obviously. The ban list hasn't come out yet as of this video being filmed, so I figured I'd bring you guys what I've been testing with, for the past month, maybe month and a half. This deck, honestly, it's really fun. As oppressive and annoying as this deck is in the meta, it is really fun to play with and kind of do test hands with, and just kind of figure out like the best boards you can build. It's really, really strong, to be quite honest. There are going to be duel videos that I post with this. I have one against Connor, and once I post that, I'll leave that in the description box below. But regardless, we're going to get into the main deck. I am also going to be profiling kind of a bit of a side deck for you guys, at least what I've been testing. So we're going to get started. So we're playing the Danger Engine. We're playing 3 Nessie, 3 Tsuchinoko, and then 3 Jackalope. Obviously, each of these, they all replenish themselves in some way or another, so they're really, really good. Just keeping your, maintaining your advantage as well as getting into Saryuja very, very easily. So you just play, 3 of each of those dangers, and then after that we're getting into the Thunder Dragon engine. Play triple OG Thunder Dragon, just to get its effects, so that you can discard a Thunder, and then any Thunders you summon there on out become Thunder Dragon and Colossus, as well as the fact that it actually allows you to plus, so that you have more cards to discard off the dangers. So that way, you can try and protect some of the better cards in your hand, and have more of a chance of discarding the extra copies of the Thunder Dragon. So after that, we play triple Thunder Dragon Dark. This just allows you to add any Thunder Dragon monster from your deck to your hand when it's sent from the field to the graveyard or banished, so it's really, really strong. We play double Dragon Roar, just to special summon the Dark more than anything from the deck, so that you can add either one of the 2 Thunder Dragon Hawks you play in your deck, or your Thunder Dragon Duo to end your combo, because this has actually seen a lot of testing, and it's really, really good, to be honest. I like being able to overlay with it, or I can use it as a resource to go into Colossus. So that's it for the Thunder Dragon engine. So now moving on, we play triple Phantom Sky Blaster. This is probably the best normal summon in the deck. It's really, really strong. Just allowing you, as long as you have at least one other card on the field, one other monster, you can normal summon this and then create 2 tokens. Link one of the tokens in the Link Spider and then go right into Saryuja. It's just really, really strong. And then after that, the second and less optimal but still very strong normal summon, Battery Man Solar. This card is amazing. What I love about this card the most is that the fact that if you draw this in a white dragon, you immediately have a Saryuja. So it's really, really strong, but that's it for the normal summons in the deck. And now we're going to the Dragon engine. So we're playing 2 Black Dragon Collapse Serpent and 2 White Dragon Wyvern Burster. These just allow you to get into your guard dragons, and they add each other from the deck to the hand, as well as the fact that with the Collapse Serpent, you can banish your Eclipse Wyvern and just get really, really good, play structuring. So we have that, and then for the big dragons, we play double Chaos Dragon Legionnaire. I play 2 because, honestly, this is probably, in my opinion, the best dragon in the deck, besides Eclipse Wyvern and the Black Dragon Collapse Serpent, and the Wyvern Burster. So, just playing 2 of these, in my opinion, is optimal. We play 1 Red MD. Originally, I wasn't playing Red MD, but, the Guard Dragon engine is just so strong, and being able to recur things with Red MD is just really, really good. We play 1 Diabolos, just to rip cards from my opponent's hand, which is actually another part of the strategy to summon Legionnaire, banish them 3 darks, take a card from your opponent's hand, shuffle it in the deck, and Diabolos allows you to force your opponent to place 1 card from the top, or from their hand to the top or bottom of the deck. It's their choice, but either way, it's still a -2 for them. So then after that, we play 1 Art Brave Dragon, mainly for the Amorphage Goliath, so that at the end of your combo, once you sequence all your plays and do your play structuring and go down whatever lines of play that you go down, you obviously go into Galaxy's Dark Matter and you send these and then whatever else, 1 other dragon, and then you just summon this from the graveyard. And then for the last monster in the deck, we play 1 Eclipse Wyvern. Honestly, Eclipse Wyvern is one of the easiest cards to send in this deck, and it just allows you to mitigate any of the problems that you have in terms of consistency with getting to your bigger dragons. So that's it for all the monsters. We play 37 monsters, and we have 3 spells. Triple Seconds Light, it's kind of standard. This is a Sekka variant. I don't play like I know a lot of people have been playing cards like, you know, the Call by the Graves, as well as the Gold Sarcophagus, and actually Melody of the Awakening Dragon, because you can add both. You can add both Diabolos and your Levianir off of the Melody, which actually is a relevant thing. That's something that, you know, is to be considered, but at the same time, I just feel like I'd rather have as many monsters as I can, since I'm playing with the dangers, and, you know, as many grave-based recursion effects, as well as 3 Seconds of Light, because, I mean, Seconds of Light is a very good plus. I mean, it's definitely a worthy card in my opinion. So that's it for the main deck, guys. Now we're getting into the extra deck. So the extra deck is as follows. We play double Saryuja Skuldred. Obviously, this card needs to go to 1, to be quite honest. It's absolutely ridiculous at more than 1. Just being able to make multiples, get multiple extra summons and draws, it's just over the top ridiculous. But in this deck, it's very simple to make this card, and it just allows you to just overwhelm your opponent with advantage. We play 1 Borlo Dragon just as an extra rank, link 4, so that you can link up your Guard Dragons if you need to into this, and then just establish this turn 1. Or if you need to, if you're like, you know, in a bit of a grind game, you can just summon this and kind of simplify, you know, in simplified game states, and start stealing your opponent's monsters. And then after that, for the link 2s, we play 1 Heretic Seal of the Heavenly Spheres. This card is honestly probably one of the MVPs of the extra deck. Just being able to tribute a dragon monster from your field to bounce a card from your field to your hand. And then if this card is tributed, it triggers itself. It allows you to special summon a dragon monster from the deck and then reduce its stats to 0, but it still has its effects, which is kind of nutty, to be honest. Then after that, we have the Guard Dragon engine, 1 Agripane, 1 LB, 1 Pisty. These obviously allow you to get into your extra deck monsters, and our Agripane allows you to summon an extra deck monster if 2 monsters point to 1 zone and that zone is empty. LP does the same thing, but you can special summon a dragon monster from your hand or your deck, and then Pisty does the same thing, but you can special summon a dragon monster from your graveyard or banished. So basically this engine just allows you to dig into your resources and just keep recurring them and gaining advantage, so that's certainly a thing. And then for the last link 1, we play 1 Link Spider just for the Phantom Sky Blaster play, so that you can go right into Saryuja. So that's it for the links. Now for the fusions, we only play the 3 Colossus. It's easily one of the strongest cards in this deck, to be honest with you. You slap this down and your opponent can't search anything, and also this protects itself, so it's just really strong. And then we play 2 Synchros, Crystal Wing and Archfiend Abyss. The reason why I play both is because that there was kind of an issue with playing one or the other. With the Heart Red Dragon Archfiend Abyss, the thing is your opponent could, if you summon this under a Saryuja, yeah, it goes up to 35, but this only negates cards on the field, and if your opponent summons a Pancratops and tributes it for cost, it tributes for cost, so it's already off the field, so Abyss can't negate it, whereas Crystal Wing, on the other hand, can, so you can kind of gauge what your opponent's playing, and just kind of figure out which option would be better for you, in my opinion, at least. And then, last but not least, we play the Galaxy Eyes Prime Photon Dragon, just simply to get into the Dark Matter Dragon, which just allows you to, just extend your board into this big, crazy, nonsensical, overwhelming, fucking oppressive bullshit that your opponent can't get over. So that's it for the main deck and the extra deck. Now we're getting into the side deck. This is just theory crafting that I've been testing with. It's just, the thing is this deck is built to go first. It is a build-a-board deck. It's, build-a-board deck. You just have to go first. But if you are in a scenario where you have to go second, I am siding strictly for going second. So we're siding triple Ash Blossom. That's kind of just obligatory at this point. Triple Effect Veiler. Effect Veiler is kind of weird, but at the same time it's still really strong, just being able to negate one of your opponent's effects, and it's not once per turn, so if you draw multiples you can just keep using them. We play Gammas. You can see the kind of a theme going on here with the hand traps. So yeah, the Gammas obviously do the same thing as the Effect Veilers, but they can't be called by the grave, and you special summon them to the board. So if you actually, for example, if you Sekka's Light and you have these sided in, your opponent tries to ash you, you can just Gamma, and then you get free resources off of the Gamma engine, so there's that. And then after that, we play 5 Kaijus in the side, 2 Gamma Seal, 2 Dogoran. Even though Dogoran's kind of a bigger Kaiju, it's still pretty good. It's a Kaiju either way, and you're going to be able to get over it because you are playing Thunder Dragon with Dangers and Saryuja, so there's no way you can't get over this. And then 1 Radiant. Honestly, if I were to reconsider anything in the side deck, it would just be the 2 Dogoran. I'd go into Kumongous instead. But so that's it for the sideboard. And that's generally it for the whole deck. Honestly, this deck has been really strong in testing. I really like it. And like I said, I'll be bringing you guys some duel videos, some content featuring this deck, so you guys can see. I might even do some test hands, let you guys kind of see like what some of the plays are in this deck. Regardless, though, I really appreciate all the views you guys give us. Let us know what you think in the comment section below. If you have any constructive criticism, please don't be afraid to share. Don't hesitate. You know, we take constructive criticism, you know, with an ounce of respect, or, you know, with a level of respect. So don't be afraid to let us know what you guys want to see in the comments. We really appreciate everything you guys, you know, do to help us with our videos and things like that. So, you know, just keep, you know, keep assisting us, and we'll keep putting out the best content we can. But other than that, guys, Eric here with Team Eccentric, and I'm signing out. Rate and subscribe, leave your comments and ideas in the comment section below, and don't hesitate to give us respectful suggestions on content you want to see. Eric on behalf of the team saying take care, and Team Eccentric out.